What's good, guys? So today I'm going to talk about my DV8 tire carrier and the DV8 rear bumper. These things are pretty cool. The DV8 tire carrier I like because it's totally different. You don't just sit it on and it has that one little latch. This one actually ties in right here. You throw two metal clips down and it doesn't want to open up. I used to have another one, I forget the company of it, but the tire carrier had this little latch that would go down. Well, as you ride, sometimes it would want to bump right here in this single latch, and sooner or later it started to rub so much that it would make it so loose that the handle would pop up and all of a sudden slide open as I would ride. So next thing you know, I'm driving down the highway and all of a sudden I see my tire carrier fly open and I'm like, oh my God. So went with DV8 this time. This thing will not move. Super heavy, super easy to take off though. All you got to do is, obviously pop the latches that bend in the bottom and create a T, and then they open up like this. Obviously you have everything else right here. Tire carrier, it'll actually throw on 37s. Pretty cool. You just take that, spin it on, it locks it onto a cone that's right here behind the license plate. And obviously you have the lights on and everything like that. One thing that I want to try and do is paint these. You can actually paint these little panels. Obviously you see the Allen keys, you just have to take off. So these could be custom painted. I'm going to try and do gloss black so it matches the paint. But yeah, fabrication wise, it's pretty user friendly. The only thing you have to do is you have to weld down for your factory Jeep, whatever year you have, you're gonna have these bolts that are on the factory tire carrier that you'll actually have to take a pin and you'll have to grind the pin off to pop the pin out in order to put these new ones in here. And then obviously screw those on. Kind of tricky, but you take your time with it, you'll be okay. Now for the bumper, I love the bumper, the angles and everything. It just throws so much more detail into the build rather than some boring bumper. You have the DV8 symbol back here underneath the tire that you can't really see. And then you have the options for the lights. What I would recommend is if you decide to go with lights, you can do regular pods or you can go with, I want to say it's rigid. What they do is they give you these S pods that have backlight options. Do a red backlight. I took and wired the backlight into my brake light, so therefore when I hit reverse, these turn on, and when I hit the brake, the red backlight comes on. So therefore it acts as a third brake light, seeing how on up here, I don't want to use that one for some reason. I just don't really care for the look of it. I want it to be clean. One other thing you could do with the rigids is I've been thinking about wiring these to the backlight. Or the brake lights, so therefore when I step on the brakes I have these that light up red. It's not a crazy bright red, it's just a small backlight, and then obviously these will light up too, so therefore nobody is going to hit you, and they shouldn't anyways because the JW speakers, they're super bright. I mean, they're insanely bright, so you'll be good on that as well. But yeah, those are pretty cool. Definitely recommend this. Obviously, these Jeep lovers out here, you guys know how easy these are to install. You take off the factory, slide it on, and you've got two bolts right here, two bolts on the other side, and that's literally it. The only unfortunate part is when I was putting my Fab 4 fenders on, it wanted to rub right here, so now obviously this is wanting to start to rust. So I've got to figure something out with that. But yeah, definitely would recommend this. The style and the look of it I just love. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions, concerns, and yeah.